and I became a common Cameron. But yeah, I received
Highland Cameron.
Highland Cameron.
I received his diploma. I opened it up and I'm like, oh, this is yours. So they kind of
Wrong
mixed
one.
it up in the lineup.
Welcome to You Belong, the podcast where stories come to life, hosted by Pastor Nate. In each episode, we'll learn that every name has a story, and every story matters to God. So let's journey together and discover the stories that unite us all. This is You Belong.
All right, I'm so glad my friends Ann and Brett Cameron with me today. And so why don't you tell us where you came from and where did you go? And whoever wants to start can start.
She'll want to start. So
Sure, we'll start. Very good. Let's hear it.
So I'm Ann. I grew up not as a Cameron. I've married into the Cameron family. I grew up in Nova Scotia in a little place called Oxford. Yeah, just about 3 communities across into the border of Nova Scotia, blueberry capital of Canada. And I've lived in New Brunswick longer than I've lived in Nova Scotia, and I've lived in Miramichi longer than anywhere else, so Miramichi is home now.
Oh, very
Yep.
cool. What about you there, Mr. Cameron?
It's good to hear that. It's been a while. It took a while before she became a full Miramichier, but yeah, she is definitely a Miramichier. Yeah, and so I am a Miramichier, born and bred, and just grew up the road, and my parents were teachers, and I met at Mount A.
Oh, very cool. What was childhood like for you guys? Like, what was that? Was it exciting? Did you do some fun stuff? What's like a core memory? I've been asking that lately. What's a core memory from your childhood? You're like, I love this memory, or maybe it was a really bad memory, but core one.
I played outside a lot. I have 2 older brothers. I had a dog that I dearly loved, and we spent a lot of time outside, a lot of camping. My parents were teachers as well, so we took the summer off. We didn't have any organized sports. We just went camping for weeks, hanging out at my dad's camp, spending time with my grandparents. It was just unstructured fun.
Unstructured fun.
Yeah.
Is that a lost thing now? Do you find that people, if you feel kids have to be doing something all of the time, is that a thing you're seeing? I've seen in my own kids. Is that?
I think there's more opportunities for kids maybe than before. Like our kids started soccer and baseball and had those activities when they were younger. And maybe that was just me growing up in a rural community. We didn't have as many opportunities, but
In Oxford, Nova Scotia.
that's right.
I've seen blueberry capital of Canada multiple places. Like, are you sure this is it?
We own the rights.
Oh, you do own the rights,
Yeah.
like legitimate. Okay.
The capital of the world is in Machias, Maine.
That's where I've seen it. That's where
Yeah,
I've
but we they co-share that plant, I believe.
That's so crazy. Fact checker, Jamie.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
what
see if
about
that
you there, sir? What's a core memory from your childhood?
My childhood revolved around sports.
Okay.
Baseball and hockey mostly, and spent a lot of time with my parents, especially my dad. Playing hockey and playing ball and traveling all over the place. And my poor sister could drug around everywhere.
What did she do anything at all? Or was she just like, I'm just gonna coast with this? I
No,
see how
she,
crazy my dad and brother are.
She kept up really well. She may be the best athlete in the family.
Oh, there we
and
go.
so she had to keep up with us, and she was right there every step. Yep.
Very good. So what happened? So you met at Mount Allison. What were you going to school for? What were you going to do there? Did you have a plan?
Yeah, so I went in doing an arts degree, biopsych degree. I was going to be like a school counselor.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I still do a lot of that as a kindergarten teacher. Brett showed up in my 3rd year at Mount A. So
What happened before those first 3 years? Is there anyone else?
Many.
Stop. So 3rd year, he shows
says
up.
the hockey player.
Oh, there we go.
No, Mount A is such a small school that he could kind of, he was the new man on campus. So
Okay.
I remember kind of making fun of this guy, walking around with his hockey laces tied around his neck with the key on it, scared to lose his key.
The key for what?
That was to your dorm room. Yep.
Yeah. Literally had a necklace with the
Yeah, with his key on.
key
Yeah.
on it. That's cute.
So we met in history class. We were both history majors, and yeah.
So did you show up late to Mount Allison? Is that what?
I went to Mount A to find a wife, which I was very successful.
Very
Okay.
successful.
So I had
Almost didn't. Yeah.
I had done a couple of years at prep school and playing junior hockey, and then I went to Mount A to play hockey, and they pulled the program. So I played another year of hockey in Amherst, but went to Mount A, and so that's where I met.
Where'd you met in history class?
Yeah.
So who was the first one to say, "Hey, nice to meet you"?
I saw her in our first class. She had seen me, I guess, with the lace around the neck. Anyway, I noticed her on the way out, and we were in a class again that afternoon.
Okay.
And so there was nobody in the class except her. She's always early for everything. And so I said, "There's my chance." So I went over,
Yes.
gave her my best line.
Do you remember your best line?
No, whatever it was, it
Must
wasn't
be
enough
good.
because she had a boyfriend. That was it. So I said, "Well, no point in trying to impress this." So I was just myself for the rest of the year. So that was probably my ticket.
No, but we walked to class. We just got to know each other. We didn't date. We didn't socialize outside of class for the whole year.
Oh, okay.
He decided he was going to do the concurrent program at UMB to get his education and finish off his art at the same time. And I was walking home from class in April, and he gave me his photocopying card. Now, you probably don't know what that is.
Is that just that you
But
can get?
you would get a photocopy card, and that would be your credit to go to the library and make copies if you needed it, and you would pay for so many copies. So he knew he still had some left on it. He knew he wasn't going to need them anymore,
'Cause he
so
never did
he
his
offered
homework
it.
kind of
Yeah, so
thing.
he offered it up to me because he wasn't going to be on campus the following year. And I remember walking home with his card in my pocket going, I think I'm going to miss this fella. So
Oh my
It may be the most valuable gift I ever gave her.
That's so awesome. Do you still have that card?
Oh, I doubt it. Yeah,
It's
I doubt
probably
it.
there.
I would have used it up. No, and then we studied together, I think, for exams, and the rest is history.
Rest is history. So
We made some life decisions, and we made some phone calls, and
okay.
he took off to Myrtle Beach the next week, and I remember calling my mom, breaking off with someone. I'm in the middle of exams, and mom's
Oh,
like,
no.
"What are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be studying for exams." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, and I feel really bad about this one, but there's this guy."
There's this other guy.
Yeah, mom
Yeah.
was like, "Can you not focus on your third year exams?
Yeah,
Like, this
yeah.
is important." So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so then you guys graduated education same time. Is that what
Yeah,
happened then?
so I ended up going to UMB for my education after
Okay.
4 years. So we had 1 year where we traveled kind of between campuses, and
Yeah.
yeah. And I actually received his diploma when we graduated. So my
Okay.
last name was Bushen, and his was
What?
Cam
Sorry, what was your last name again?
Bushen.
Bushen. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bushen.
Okay.
And I became a common Cameron. But yeah, I received
Cameron.
Highland Cameron.
A Highland Cameron.
I received his diploma. I opened it up and I'm like, "Oh, this is yours." They kind of
Wrong
mixed
one.
it up in the lineup. But
Oh, that's fun. That's cool. So you guys, so you're both teachers. Is that a history that you guys have at all in your family history? Or are you like first generation, second generation? What does that look like for you guys?
Our kids have no employable skills. both of Anne's parents were teachers. Both of my parents were teachers.
Okay.
So we have given our kids nothing except the ability to entertain and organize. That's
Or,
all we do.
those are such good qualities to
Yeah.
have.
Well, you do it well.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. Yeah.
Well, or entertain.
Yeah, entertain.
Yeah.
Organize is a different
Entertain's good.
story.
Yeah.
Entertaining is good. So I didn't realize. I guess both of your parents would have been teachers too, right?
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
do you see that future for your kids? Probably. That's for
Tess
sure.
is talking about education.
yeah, quite a bit.
That
she-
apple fell directly from the tree.
Yes, when she's been our summer student this year, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, we've got
Yeah.
young Ann Cameron with us today. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
It's been good. What about Quincy? You guys got a kid together. They got a daughter and a son. Quincy, where do you see him at? What's he gonna do? Lots of sports right now. Do you see a lot of?
Yeah, so his plans are major league hockey player, major league baseball player, NHL hockey player, and if
Okay.
that doesn't work out, his latest he told me he was going to be a sex underwear model. So
Okay,
a
all
mom
right.
can hope.
Okay, all right. So you get
Not if he turns
Big-
into his father, he won't.
big plans, big plans. That's good. He's thinking. He's going to high
Oh,
school.
he will land on his feet in whatever
Yeah.
he chooses to do.
Yeah.
He's not a big fan of school. I say often to him that you enjoy school, but you love your weekends.
Okay. Oh, that's true too.
Kind of our line for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you guys go education, all that stuff. So how long were you guys dating before you guys got married? What did that look like?
2 years.
A couple years.
Anne was gracious enough to come do her practice teaching in the Miramichi.
Mm-hmm.
And so she
Before
had a
we
great
got married.
placement with some wonderful people at Ian Bailey. It's no longer here, but it was a
Where
wonderful.
was that located at?
So over in Chatham, in behind the district office building,
Okay.
was an elementary school.
Okay.
K to 3, I believe at the
Mm-hmm.
time, was K to 3. And you did your practice teaching at JMH, but we knew we wanted to probably live in the Maritimes. We looked at teaching out west. Toronto was hiring. we knew we wanted to raise our family in the Maritimes
okay.
somewhere.
You just
and-
weren't totally sold on Miramichi. You just didn't know, like, here.
He loves Miramichi, and he just said, "Can you do your practice teaching here? And if you like it, can we stay?"
Okay.
So that was my
That's a good
trial.
That's
So-
a good
Yeah.
Very wise.
Yeah.
And Barb and Eric offered for me to stay with them, so I
Okay.
lived in their basement while I
Oh,
did my
fun.
practice teaching, and then we got hired on that spring for different jobs. I was teaching at Harkins and Rexton.
Yeah, I think there were
and-
4 jobs came out. 4. Like now there are,
They're all the time. They're just hiring everybody
Right.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but there were literally 4 jobs came out for the next fall, and Anne got one and I got the other.
Okay. Yeah. That's really cool how it all went down and stuff like that. And so
Yeah.
you've never looked back. Like, where did you start? What grade did you start off teaching full time?
So I did upper elementary. I taught English to French immersion students.
Okay.
That's where I started.
All right.
I did that for 2 or 3 years. Then I jumped into a resource position. I did the Read and Recovery program, working
Okay.
with grade 1 students,
Okay.
which is an amazing program that no longer exists. And then we did, after a mat leave, I was ready for a change. Things were ramping up as a resource teacher, a lot more staff to manage, and I was doing less and less teaching with children.
Right. Right.
So I felt my heartstrings being pulled to have more time with kids.
With the kids, yeah.
And so we did a switch on staff after Quincy was born, and I jumped into a grade 2 classroom.
Grade 2 classroom.
And then the next year I jumped down to kindergarten. So
Kindergarten.
Tess was my first group of kindergarten. So she and
Wow,
I figured
okay.
out kindergarten together.
And you've been there. You've been there for. You jumped around, I think, after that a bit, though.
No, so my first group of kindergarten kids are graduating this year in grade 12.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You were my son Finnegan's teacher. We were all praying, please have on camera, please have on camera. So we were really excited to have you, and
Yeah.
for you, well, I don't know, we'll see.
I don't know if Finn still be around when if I still be around when Finn comes through.
How are you gonna be?
How many
I
years
got
do we
10
have?
or less.
10 or less.
Yeah, we're
So
definitely under
Finn
10.
might
You're
get to
there.
high school.
Yeah, might be able to make it there. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see if you can make it there. It'll be exciting. And so you're like your high school teacher. That's your jam, eh? Like high
Yes,
school is your
I
thing?
I did a 6-month term down in Miramichi Rural, K to 8. So I've taught K to 12.
Okay.
So it's a joke. Kindergarten's a joke.
Can you color your numbers? For your thing? This guy.
Right. And Ann is the
Yes.
best teacher I know. There's no doubt about it. Your best teachers have to be early on.
Yeah.
So
you have to.
So I get the gravy. I get kids when they're almost human beings. You know what I mean? Almost functional.
Stop.
You know?
They're human beings from the moment.
Yeah. No, I have a great job. I teach history and some hockey classes, and
Yeah, with this hockey class, is this a unique thing? Because I've never heard of hockey class till I came here and heard like, yeah, I'm learning about hockey this year. What do you mean you're learning hockey? Like in phys ed?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's just a hockey class.
No,
Like, how did you swing that? Like,
I didn't swing it. My principal was really generous in offering it to me, and so I just kind of took it and ran. And it's my best part of my day. You know,
Yeah.
be able to bring kids along.
is that a unique thing to your school, or is that?
It was, and then James Mill has a program, and
Okay.
they've just added one in Tantramar in Sackville.
But you're part of Hockey Canada, so he gets
They're-
extra training. He goes
Okay.
on and does courses online for it, and it's kind of a co-pilot, or a pilot project that they were
Right.
doing here, but they're also doing it across Canada in some different places. So
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
That's really cool. Because I have students in 180 who talk about hockey class, and Mr. Cameron's so hard on my history. Do you do history too? Is that what you
Yeah.
do? Yeah, history is so hard. It's so difficult. He marks so good though. they have good things to say about it. Just,
That's nice.
It's exciting. I always I remember there's a few teachers like I have a couple grades. I don't remember who taught me who, but I know there's a few in elementary, a couple in middle school, and a couple in high school and stuff like that. So there's always some, and I'm sure you guys both would have been in my memories. So thank you for what you've done.
We would have fun with you, young lad.
What's that?
We would have had fun with you.
We would have. I would either be kicked out or we'd be best of friends.
No, they'd have no problems.
Yeah, no, I still contact some of my teachers, high school teachers, stuff like that too, which has
Yes.
been really cool. Even elementary, they're all retired now and stuff, but
Do you see them at all ever?
just
Do
on
you go back?
Facebook. Just
You
on
do see them
Facebook.
on
Yeah, I
Facebook?
see them on Facebook and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So you guys very busy. Like you're both teachers. Kids are both in sports. How do you guys balance? Is there a balance you guys find between like do you guys have downtime for yourselves at all that you're looking at, or is your downtime just like good morning, good night kind of thing? That's it, or how do you guys balance that? Because I find you guys are super busy people, but you seem to balance and have it together. Like I did one short season of it felt like every day I was doing something. No, I'm not a Cameron. I can't do this. I don't know how to do it. It's like a superpower. So how do you guys handle that kind of life?
There are seasons.
Yeah.
There are seasons that are just going to be busy. You just
Yeah.
deal with it and do the best you can.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be good at almost anything in that season. But you just accept it and, it is what it is. And then there are times where you can relax and regroup.
I've become really good at having blinders on when I walk in my house because it's a disaster during certain seasons.
Oh my gosh.
And our children kind of grew up with, if we're cleaning up, it's like, why, who's coming over? Or
yeah,
is there
yeah.
small group tonight?
Is there a small group tonight? Yeah.
Thank heavens for a small group. We never get the place clean.
Well, no, and that's why one of the reasons why it's a great reason to host small group
There we
is
go,
that
yeah.
you do get your house cleaned every week. In fact, Tara Spencer came by one Sunday afternoon because we used to meet on Wednesday nights, and she came by like on a Sunday afternoon, and our door is always open, and she went to drop something off, and she's like, "Oh, it did my heart good to see like things on your floor," because every time she came to my house, it was tidy. Like we had just literally thrown the vacuum in one room and closed some doors before she came
Don't
in.
go in that door.
Yeah,
Don't go in
yeah.
that.
But,
so-
but Sam, Tara's son, came in one day and,
Oh, that
and
was
said,
years
sorry,
later.
sorry, we got an awful mess here. Sam, he says, yeah, I noticed.
I know.
He's
One
a
of my
great guy.
yeah, I think I say it's a disaster more than anything,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, but that's okay.
So like small groups a big part of your guys' thing. Like is that kind of like how you guys got plugged in here eventually? Because obviously,
Yeah,
like,
so I think when they first initially started small group, we had been coming to this church maybe for a couple of years at that point. But or maybe it was really early on, maybe when we first started coming. And the idea was, if you were willing to host, could you come out and put your name on a table? And, Brett's like, oh, well, we need to do this. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like, you'd have to have a big enough space. You'd have to have this. And
Which is mostly the rest of our life. When I say, Ann, we need to do this. Ann's like, no, we don't.
just listen to me,
Yeah.
Linda.
Sometimes we do and sometimes we don't.
So yeah, that's how we balance each other out with that. He's the let's do everything, and I'm like, well, just a minute. I put the brakes on a lot.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if it's purse strings, I am giving our money away constantly, and he's
okay,
like,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
So-
Rein her in there.
Yeah, so we have a different balancing acts that
that's
we
good
do.
though.
But yeah, small group. So we ended up putting our name down, and some of our best friends signed up that we did not know at the time.
Okay.
So it's been a real blessing to us. Our group was so big at one point we had a split upstairs, downstairs.
Okay. That happened here at the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
But doing. And one of the series we did years ago was called Doing Life Together, and we've used that model for years. We've been there for each other through sad times and happy times, and raising our kids together and trying to fit in this craziness of life. And so it's been a real encouragement. We didn't do it as much this spring because just Sunday nights, I think you were gone,
Yeah, there are seasons, right? There are
Yeah.
where
seasons.
we couldn't host.
And, in terms of craziness, people don't realize if you don't have to run something, it's a breeze.
So I can just coast along.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
to get your kid somewhere
Yeah.
and be able to just sit. Holy dying.
You never
But when-
experienced that before, have you?
But when you have to run stuff, it's in your brain all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
everything's relative.
Yeah, so
right.
the earlier days of coaching, I think we both, I guess I coached soccer and he did a lot more. But now he's going in and watching Quincy because Quincy, he's not coaching him. You're
Yeah,
not coaching
Quincy's
him.
got
So you're
great
still
guys.
So
coaching
it's
soccer.
a whole
but
other level
yeah.
now, eh? Okay.
They tease him that he's outfield reading his book and watching Quincy
Yeah.
play.
Just a joy.
And he's very relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So like, that's always wondered too, like how people get through like the happy times and sad times. But having a small group, being a part of a church community is important.
It
That's
is.
huge.
And
Yeah.
these are lifelong friends that you've been sharing times with and stuff. And it's fun. Must be fun though. Like seeing your kids, growing up together and stuff
Yeah.
too with them. Is,
Well, and the kids would ask, "Is there small group tonight?"
Yeah, oh, that's
so
cool.
that's how our kids connected too, and even our generations. We tease that some of our friends were a little bit older, so we got to watch their kids go to university, and what's that like? And your kids were driving. Well,
Yeah.
your child has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like how are you
Yeah.
handling that?
Yeah.
So versus maybe someone who was younger in our group that was just having babies, and then you're able to kind of help out and
Oh, that's cool.
even bridge that. So it's been nice to have. Some of our friends are a little bit older, some friends are a little bit
That's cool.
younger. So,
you guys are right in the smack dab in the middle.
yeah.
Yeah.
She is definitely middle aged. Definitely middle aged.
No, that's not what I said.
So
not what I said.
I am 3 months older than him, but I
Yeah.
get reminded often.
That's lovely, isn't it?
yeah,
Lovely.
we're a different calendar year. I'm the 77.
Is Carrie
he's
younger
the
or older than you?
78.
She would be in November 86. I'm March 89. Yeah. Or no, 86. Oh my goodness. Don't tell her I said that. She's 88 and I'm 89.
Okay.
It's 86. I don't know why I said that. She's not that much older than me.
No, but way more mature.
She
Oh.
is. She has her moments where
It
she
must
can.
be
I had,
her-
to, I had to pull her back a little bit. Just be like, remind you, life is fun. So have
It
some
must be
fun.
her birthday because she and I share birthdays.
Yeah, her. Hers is on 26th of November.
Well, we are real glad to have both of you
Yeah, we're
and your
fun.
kids.
Appreciate they're
and
fun. My kids keep me. When I came here, my beard was much blacker. It's quite gray now, so I don't know if that's just part of life.
It's like
now.
presidents.
Yeah.
Stress.
It's true. It's gotta be. One last thing. Where have you guys seen God show up the most? Like either just in church or whatever it is. Like where have you seen like? Has there been a God moment where like, man, I don't know, if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't have been making it through this? Or where have you seen Him show up the most? Or just like an everyday occurrence? Just like I'm just surrounded by His presence. I just feel all the time.
I cannot recall a time when I did not have hope or assurance. You know what I mean? It was always there because I'd seen it in my parents. Any issues that came up were always filtered through God, family, and so everything fell within those two categories. And if it was anything other than that was going to affect either one of those, really wasn't a big issue.
Okay.
And so, that's what I saw growing up. So I've had the benefit of that my whole life.
Yeah.
And I've been very blessed to have that modeled for me too. And I think too, like just, like I lost my mom 5 years ago, but we could see God through every moment there. So, and I think just having that hope, and people notice, people ask, how come?
Yeah.
How come you're so positive? Why do you have a vibe? Why are you helping? Because it's what we do.
That's what we do. Yeah.
It's just part of who we are, and the joy that it gives us. I think there's a real reward that we feel that we've seen it modeled for us. We've seen people go out of their way for us, and it's just that much easier to keep it going. So
That's great.
Yeah.
That's so true to hear that and have it modeled and always feel and stuff like that. That's so cool. Well, guys, thank you so much just for sitting down with me and just having this little what is it? It's called a sit and a say. Is that what we call it here in Miramichi? I'm learning some new terms.
Does it
here.
say it on the little placard over there?
it says you belong.
It says you belong.
Oh, it says you belong.
No, it doesn't.
It does. I checked it.
Cut that, Jeff. I'm so glad you guys are here to remind us that every name has a story and every story matters to God.